my friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Today we're going to have a lot of fun figuring out what's happening with you this week. So we have a whole bunch of different things. We have tarot cards, oracle cards, we're going to have pins, and a sprinkle of charms. I'm reorganizing my divination dice, so that's why we're not including them this week, but we have all these other goodies. If you want to find out who won this week's free personal readings, 2 people, just check on the comment section. I'm trying something new. Before I posted a video and I wasn't sure if people were getting it, so now I'm just gonna put it in the comments and hope that you see it. I really do want, I love when people win, and I love doing personal readings, so, and especially I want to give back to you, all of you. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, also the information is in the description box. I think that is it. I am just beyond grateful for every single one of you for just taking your time to watch this. I'm super happy for you being here with me. All right, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close our eyes, and now as we exhale and open our eyes, let's choose whichever palette draws you to it. Alright, let's do this. Hello group 1, let's go ahead and see what's happening with you this week. So you chose this beautiful terranium. So here is what it says: excluded. So I need to belong. So you maybe have been feeling like you don't belong. Maybe you've been kind of putting yourself in a little bit of, whether you know it or not, maybe you've been putting yourself in your own little area. Maybe now it's the time for you to come out of the terranium, and because that's why it's open, come out and just enjoy and join everybody. So this is kind of like what this is about this week, and this is the energy all throughout this, the focus of this week, which is mirror. So seeing where people maybe are triggering you, where you are seeing things and qualities that you like in people are also reflecting you back at you, and whatever qualities that you don't like in people, especially when they're triggering you and you're like, that might be something that you're working on and you need to work on. So these are beautiful things, maybe something to do with feeling excluded. And now you need to belong, but you're still trying to figure out, how do I belong? You don't want to just copy others. Maybe you're trying to figure out your place, right? In your place. I totally get that. I'm never quite sure how to navigate friendships and all that stuff, social interactions. So I'm a bit awkward, as you already probably know by the way I am. So I do try. So when I do see that there's qualities in somebody else that I love, I try to mirror those. So that is something I do try to do. And then when I see that there's qualities that irk me, it's not particular those types of qualities. It's kind of just, they make you just feel about that person. It might just be that there's something similar in you that needs to be worked on. Recently I was noticing that that I had that with somebody, and I was just there's some stuff I need to work on. There's a shadow part of me that I need to work on, and so that's something that maybe you might want to look at, right? So let's go ahead and see what the tarot has for us. So we have the sun, so beautiful. Fulfillment coming through. We also have a conclusion, something that's coming through end with this world that's coming off. And we also have the 8 of bells, which is the 8 of pentacles. So here we have working. And so focus of this week is a lot of working, doing a lot of work, coming through, finishing again. I feel like you're kind of done with this, and you're just based on the little fairy that's kind of, boom, just wants to dump this ball, which is the world, into the abyss. Basically I feel like you're concluding it, you're done with it, you're starting something new, and then there's fulfillment that comes with it. I did want to, sorry, here is a lot of green energy here. So I do feel like part of this wanting to belong is your heart speaking there too. So it's your heart chakra speaking, you want to belong, you don't want to feel excluded, you don't want to put yourself in this bubble anymore. I think you want to go out into the world. Yeah, maybe whatever this is, I feel like you are done putting yourself in this little bubble. because I do feel like it's not others that are putting you in the bubble. I think it's yourself that's putting yourself in this terrarium. You feel you want it to feel safe and secure, right? And now, but now you want to belong. You want to go back into nature. You want to go back into the world and see, you know, experience life. And I feel that this is a conclusion of you having this, being in the terrarium, feeling safe, being in the bubble. You're done with that. You are ready to move, work forward, do this, feel like this is like actual work that you have to do. Like that's what you're focused on. But I also feel like this is a lot of shadow work this week that you're going to be doing. And the payoff, and I do love this, the payoff is like this fulfillment that's coming through, this like joy and just like celebrating in a sense of like, yes, look at all the progress I've done up to here. Now it's time to come out. So maybe you put yourself in that terrarium because you were working on yourself a lot. Now it's time for you to come out. That's what I'm hearing. Let's go ahead and see what the crystal has for us this week. So we have Jade. Be the bigger person. So when somebody triggers you, when somebody, like, you know, when those qualities in somebody like cause some sort of trigger in you, be the bigger person, right? There's a sense of like, looking at it, understanding why it's triggering you, why it is. It's not the person. It's the fact that it's something inside you that's triggering you, right? And that's the thing that's here. That's what I'm hearing. And I do see, again, this heart chakra is very important. And another thing is, Jade is also very good for prosperity. And this work, this 8 of Pentacles that's here, it's going to bring prosperity coming forth. That's what I'm hearing as well. So that's beautiful. Let's look at your self-care for the week. So family. So maybe family is what's triggering you. Maybe there's like somebody who's triggering. Can look at this, but the family is accepting, you know, everything about them, just accepting them, not letting them, like letting qualities trigger. Just be the bigger person. If you've had a rift with some family or friends, maybe be the bigger person. Be like, okay, even if it doesn't mean that you have to become friends again, but it does feel like you do want to stop being isolated. I need to belong. So if belonging means making peace with this person, be the bigger person and like maybe apologize. Maybe, you know, like take that step. Take the first step. It is time for you to go exploring the world. This is, you are done with this. It feels like we're done with this cycle. Now we're starting a new one, right? We're celebrating before we do, because I don't see a new beginning quite yet, because I feel like we're working on these things, but I do see that there is celebration and a lot of like fulfillment here. And I do feel like prosperity is coming as well. And let's see what the pin for the week is. Da, 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 da. Okay, look at the silent ninja. So we have the silent ninja coming through. So I feel like, again, working on things, I think you've been very silent. You've been working on things on your own, kind of put yourself in this little terrarium. You've been working on your shadow self. You've been trying to, like, you know, learn more about yourself. But I feel like this silent ninja needs to come out. It needs to take action now, and it's coming out of that bubble now and moving forth. Because I do feel like action is necessary here. Be the bigger person might mean that you have to be the one who takes the first step here. Like it may feel a little bit jarring, right? But it's something that we need to do this time around. Let's go ahead and see what your charms for the week are. So let's see, charms for the week for the collective of group 1. So what's happening this week? The collective of group 1. Okay, feels like here it goes. Okay, look at this. Yeah. So I will. That's something that you have. You have this. I will. I feel like this again is kind of like when I look at this, there's different things. I do see the pendulum, so maybe you need the guidance. Maybe you need to kind of follow your intuition is what I'm seeing. But this also kind of reminds me of like something that's like very sharp. Again, like this kind of like a ninja thing. So it's time for you to cut away certain things, right? Cut away whatever is this, like break this bubble that you have, that you've been keeping yourself from others. It's time. We're done with that. We're moving on to a new phase. So letting it go, yeah? This is what it is. I feel like there's an action there, and it's in this sense of willing yourself to enjoying this. Look at this. You have the sun. You have like the ability to enjoy it. That's something that's very important coming through. And I do feel like this is also resonates with all of this. This is unlocking your heart. This is coming out of this. This is where you no longer are excluded. You are now belonging because you've opened your heart. Because as long as you lock your heart, it's even if you want this, like you're going to push people away, right? You want this acceptance. You're going to need to open your heart. And that's what I feel it's coming through here. Super strong. This is a really beautiful reading. I really feel like this is a good week for you. Just beautiful overall energy. Very much I feel like what's happening with you this week, group 2. So you choose this beautiful card, and this is daisies. Now, this is what it says. Codependency. Codependent. I will support and rely on myself, and that is a beautiful thing. So maybe that is something that you're working with. I also feel with the daisies, and sometimes we are taking for granted the beauty, like that, you know, our everyday beauty, right? That is, it's like, it's not a rose, it's not everything. It seems like it's like, wow, but daisies are quite beautiful and they're quite extraordinary. So I feel like also looking at that. So if maybe you're having codependence energy, but there's also for some of you, the message is really take the time out this week to really see the beauty that is around you. Yeah, my lamp actually flickered at that. Yeah, so really look at the beauty that you have, and especially for yourself too, because I feel like this is something that you're taking some qualities of yourself for granted, and you're just like, oh yeah, but you know, like really, this is really seeing the beauty in yourself and the world around you. Very, very important this week, okay? And this is the focus of the week, and it's openness, right? So opening up ourselves. Again, but you see there's like a flower, a blossoming that's coming forth here. So openness, we have this be like, there is some part of you like opening yourself up in a sense, and letting people see the beauty of you and accepting it in yourself, right? This is all part of like how we help each other, right? There's a sense of like the bee gets the pollen and then pollinates a whole bunch of, like, you know, it helps spread all more beautiful flowers, and it creates honey, and like, you know what I'm saying, there's an ecosystem of it, right? So I feel like you need to, yes, there is the supporting, like I will support and rely on myself, not necessarily having others rely on you too, but I feel like what's important here, and what I'm really, to me, is coming out here, is accepting the beauty and even the simplicity of, like, you know, like your qualities and the world, like really just accepting these beautiful things. And then when this happens, there's like an opening of you, and it's opening the world for you as well. So I feel like there's a mirror here as well. This is really interesting. Yeah. So even though it says like I feel like we are all kind of codependent on each other, right? There is this sense of individuality, which I love. You know, I'm a very much an individual-based person. So there is that I do appreciate that. But there's also like an interdependence of each other. Like maybe not codependence, but interdependence in terms of like you blossom, you open up, you accept the beauty that is you. You might inspire somebody else to do the same. There's like a sense of like, or like you open up, the universe helps open up your world more, or like brings more things to you. And I hope that makes sense. Let's see what the tarot has for us. So we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Three of Wands. I was like blanking out. Okay, so it is. This definitely means that there's a needing to kind of like work with others coming through here, very much so. Working with others, discovering a new truth, a new like insight, a new epiphany, new way of looking at things. This is beautiful because it's like, oh, there's a truth coming to you that's going to help you, especially with working with others and collaborating. Again, it's a sense of collaboration. And with the wands here, it's like there is a need for planning. We need to plan for the future, plan what we want with this new clarity that we have. Possibly you're going to need to have like collaborate with others. So, but it's 3 is like a very strong number here for you. Yeah, so 3 and 3, which is again collaborating with others, but it's also finding a balance within your emotional, mental, and like physical body. So there we have that, or spirit as well as coming through here. Let's see what the crystals have for us today. So we have, oh, I'm gonna totally kill that name. I'm so sorry. So it's chrysoprase. Well, allow yourself to receive. Oh my God, right? Yes, because openness. Once you open, the universe can give you. That is something that is coming through here. And I feel like there's going to be people who are going to help you with this. Whatever it is that you've been asking for, they're going to help you receive it, right? There's going to be a fixed... like I said, there's like sort of like an expansion for you. But you do have to accept and love the qualities of yourself too. It's very important. Let's see what the self-care for the week is. It's massage. So really, and again, there's a lot of flowers. It's like really concentrating, getting things flowing in you. And I do feel like here it's telling us like the feet, the hand, and your lower back. And if I feel like this area, for me, even though this is a lot of green, so definitely heart chakra, I feel like this is actually focusing more on your solar plexus. I feel like that's what I'm feeling like, a needing to like allow, right? Opening, which is really interesting. Is important. So taking time out, resting, maybe like that might be that you're just working a little bit too hard. I also feel like connecting with others, maybe during like a tea break, coffee break, just connecting with others. Like there's like, feel like I see like 3 people or like somebody else sitting either at a cafe or like whether you're Skyping or whatever, or Zooming, or but there's like drinking tea or coffee and just like discussing ideas, right? There's this discussion that's going on, and that's really good because it's getting you to a new beginning that needs to happen. This collaboration, it's also like you are planning for something in the future. So beautiful energy, beautiful energy. Let's see what the like not well, we already did the pins. Let's see what the sprinkle of charms are for this week for the collective of group 2. What's happening this week for the collective of group 2? Okay, we have these guys. This is interesting. Okay, first, there's a wish fulfillment coming through here for you, something you've been wanting in your creative. So this is your second chakra. There's something creative, like a creative project maybe because of this is what I'm saying. Creative project coming through, or it's advancing in some way. We have a blocked heart right here. We don't have any keys. Yep, no. So there is something, you're still locking your heart for something, and you need to open it in order to have this thing. Yeah, there's love wanting to come in, but it's not, with your heart locked, it's not there. Love and be loved. So allow that. You see, to love and to be loved is there as well. We are moving forward with this energy, and this is an energy that's like fast moving, so things might speed up a little bit. Even though this is like a delay card, I feel like there's a speed coming through. Oh, look at this. And I didn't even notice that buddy there. So messages coming, like angel messages coming through here. We do have something that's been kept secret. It's going to come through because we do have the Ace of Swords coming through. So strong is beautiful. And what the strength here is opening up your heart and blossoming, accepting your beauty, accepting it. You know, like you can and you will support and rely on yourself. Yes, you can, but it's okay to accept help from others. That is something that's very important. That's still strength. You know, like accepting help from others is still strength. Well, let me know if you like this. I think this is it. I think that's overall beautiful energy. I do think there are lots of beautiful things working on opening your heart chakra a little bit, opening yourself up, because I feel like, again, the more you open, the more you allow yourself to receive, the more the universe is going to give you. So especially if you're like, oh, I really need whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it be abundance in terms of finances, whether you want love, whatever it is that you've been looking for, the universe wants to give it to you, but there needs to be an opening of your heart, right? You need to open up. Okay. I do really truly hope you liked this reading. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I appreciate every single one of you. You all make my day. That's why I make these readings. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy and fun, and just blossoming of your heart. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, Group 2. Hello, Group 3. Let's find out what's happening with you this week, Group 3. So you chose this beautiful card, and it's manipulate. I will not be controlled. And I feel like the manipulation here, it comes from this iciness. But for me, it's what I'm seeing here is, well, there's several things. Possible frozen emotions where you have not wanting to deal with like events or like feelings that you've been blocking. So like you froze them. You're like, I'm not going to deal with them. It also feels to me like there is a sense of a coldness, like you've been kind of like not wanting, again, to connect to some sort of emotion that's coming through here. So yes, there is a manipulation, but I feel like it might be you, not others. You might be trying to control yourself or control circumstances, and by trying to push away like whatever these emotions or like feelings are, you're like, oh, I don't know, So we have this. Oh, and you have 2 cards that's the focus for this week. So let's look at this one. So we have darkness, okay. And we have emotion, okay. So I do like, let's see how beautiful this is. So this might be, the darkness is those feelings that we've been kind of trying to, I really do feel like we froze them, or like we're not dealing with them. But I feel like what the universe is trying to tell us that is we need to warm them up. We need to let them go because we need that motion. We need to we need to allow them to bring this motion to come so that they can, we can let them go. We no longer have them. We need to move forward is really what I'm saying. Like release them, like melt them, deal with them, and we can move forward. And there's the shining sun that's awaiting us, right? There's the fulfillment, not darkness, but light. But we need to defrost those. We need to face those emotions or whatever it is that we need to face, face them, unfreeze them, and then forward we go, right? These beautiful things right here. Strong, strong. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has for us. So we have the King of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, wow, look at that. So look at this. This is definitely for me like possibly about work here. So there's been delay. There's been things where like here we have this beautiful butterfly. So I feel like there is a sense of like transforming, and that transformation has been slow. It has been slow, and it's like, oh boy, will it happen? But it does happen. Or this is a project that you've been working on, whatever it is, it's like been slow, but it is happening here. It is happening now where you are seeing the seeds, the harvest. You're seeing all the things that you've harvested. You're starting to see them come through here. And what I'm hearing here is this like King of Pentacles, which is this grounding, the sense of needing to ground things. I do feel like there, see how there's like, but there's no cups, there's no, like, there's a lacking of emotions here, that I feel like that is something that we're doing. You're focusing a lot on like well-being and money and finances, but there's emotions that need to be faced here, in order for you to achieve this King of Pentacles, the stability. Without this, if you're just thinking, oh, you're just pushing in terms of like, okay, finances and all this stuff, or like security is what you're like, there's a sense of stability, wanting stability, but you're like, if you're trying to like freeze it, trying to freeze your emotions, trying to like be like push them outside because you're like, oh, that's not the focus, you will not attain that stability. You will not attain that stability because they're still there. There's this darkness, there's the darkness here. We need to bring it, like we need to melt it, we need to accept it and move forward from there. There's emotion that needs to happen. So this is a strong reading for just like a week. So I feel like this is what's coming forth. This is what your focus is for this week. Really trying to like releasing these past emotions, or like whatever it is that this is. There's something that you've been frozen, that you're like pushing it off. Need to do it. We need to move forward so we can get to where we want. We want that stability that's coming through here. Let's see what other stuff. So Pyrite, let the money flow in. Yes. And you know how we let the money flow in? By releasing this, right? Sometimes we don't know, like, well, there's many ways. So when we block emotions, when we actually freeze them, when we're not paying attention to them too, when we're stuffing them down, you know what a lot of times happens? Our physical body gets sick, right? That's an actual physical representation of repressing things. That's something that happens. Sometimes it's not our physical body, but we're blocking, because we're not accepting this, we're blocking something. We're blocking our money from flowing in here. And the money wants to flow because you have the Nine of Pentacles. That wants to flow. You need that motion, but you need to face these things. Face the darkness. And once you do, you'll see that there's light. Okay, let's see what the self-care here. So use your hands. Again, there's a sense of motion, that there's like connecting to more physical rather than thoughts, because I feel like there's this darkness, is again thoughts coming through. Rather than thoughts and worries and stuff, really physically engaged. There's emotion that needs to come through here. Let's see what the pin for the week is, group 3. This one wants to come out. Oh yeah. Oh, self-care. Self-care. Yes. We need self-care for this week. Tending to ourselves, tending to our ideas here. Also accepting, like, kind of growing where we are. We don't have to have this perfection. We don't have to like be we can tend to the things. We can start planting the seeds wherever we are. A lot of people, myself included, are like, oh, I'll start this when this, like, as soon as this happens, right? Like, or like, when I reach this weight, I will wear this. Or when I have this much money, I'll do this. Like, or when blah, 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 blah is when, right? But it's never, it's telling us now that now is the time. The perfect time is now. We're not waiting for whenever. This is what it's telling us. Focus on it right now. Tend to yourself, tend to your dreams and whatever it is that you want. And I do feel like money is important to you, so money will start flowing in, but you need to like tend to yourself and start planting those seeds. Like, that's like whatever you want, you need to plant it in order for it to come through. If you don't plant that seed, it's not coming, right? The farmers know to plant the seeds, and they have to wait, and maybe some seeds come, like, actually flourish and some don't, but the seeds are still planted. Very important this week. All right, let's go ahead and see what the Sprinkle of Charms has for collective of group 3. What's happening this week? There's one. Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, this is kind of similar. It's interesting. So we have a puzzle piece. So some sort of puzzle piece is coming through here. And love and be loved. So there is the sense. Oh, look at this. Inspire. Be inspired. Inspire others as well. Look at this. Heart. Love coming through. Strong is beautiful. So what is your strength? The strength is facing the darkness. It is allowing these emotions to come through and moving forward from them. There is money coming through because you do have the Pyrex and you do have this. So there is a sense of like two things coming through. And there is a sense of And the butterfly. So butterfly, so it is a transformation coming forth, and that is something that you've been working on for a while. Don't give up. This is you're so close to the finish line. Don't give up. I feel like that's something that you really need to hear. Don't give up. Right now, you're so close to it. So close to this finish line. Keep going. Even like face that darkness, face that doubts, all those things. Keep moving. You're gonna get what you want. That is very, very important. Alright, I think that is it for you, group 3. Please let me know if you like this, and if you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. I am so appreciative of every single one of you. You guys make my day so much. Thank you so much. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much amazing, beautiful things, and just like I really want you to like let all those emotions melt away and let it, like, you know, let your true self shine. You deserve whatever it is that you want. You deserve it, and that's why it's coming to you. Have a great day. Bye bye, group 3.